Mr. Chicago John or CJ or Jonathan Lewis, what the hell you ever want to be called now? People, if this is the first time that you're watching us or listening to us or whatever you want, this is Shooting the Bit. I am one of your hosts. I am Wayne. I am, of course, joined by the great and powerful man himself, Mr. Chicago John.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, Gaming World.
Yes, Gaming World, to a show that is about two people that don't even play games. So figure that one.
But yeah, we're bringing in a new era now. So kids can sit there and watch other people play games. So you can watch us talk about other people that play games while watching it.
Well, the thing is, like,
to explain
it to people, we were gamers, yes, a fair while back, but when you get older, it's hard to buy this shit, especially when you got $1 million worth of bloody gaming devices coming out every day. And we like to watch games and we review them and that's the way we do it. So if you're wondering if we're going to do a Nintendo Switch review here, we'll talk about it, but neither one. I don't think you've got one yet.
Oh no! If we did get one, we won't show it because you're gonna get copyright flagged. So.
Yeah, that is something we will definitely get into because that's gonna be on the agenda to talk about because obviously since the last show, if you have been listening to us or not, Nintendo Switch has come out and it's been interesting to say the least. I have heard some not so glorious feedback. Of course, I'm going to get into Zelda. Not that I've played it, I've watched it, so I'll give my feedback on that. We also did have a poll from last show that we didn't get to do because Mr. CJ was in Tokyo in Japan.
Oh, konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. And that poll was about.
I was trying to get an early Nintendo Switch.
Oh, you were, yes. And how did that plan out?
It did not. Godzilla stepped on it, so I couldn't bring it back over here.
And so, basically, it's just going to be about two of us, two mates, one from Australia, one from America, the other side of the world. I don't know which one's on the other side of the world. I guess it depends on your point of view. But we'll just be taught. Well, it's true because you would declare me on the other side of the world, but to me, you're on the other side of the world because I'm even a day ahead of you.
Well, we all know that you're a bottom and I'm a top, so there you go.
Just the way I like it. But we won't go there. But as I said, I know people will be thinking, why the hell are two non-gamers hosting a gaming show? To cut a long story short, we've done...
damn it.
Thank you. That's damn straight. That's the way it is. But to cut a long story short, we've done that many movie-based, TV show-based podcasts and reviews and shit that we're kind of happy to still talk about that shit, but we want to move on with all that, and plus you're doing really well now with give a plug to the other podcast. Was it Say the Right Thing? Do the right thing? So, I am the right thing?
So we're going to try to get sued by Spike Lee because we call our podcast Say the Right Thing. It's a podcast. It's more of a young media podcast where we kind of talk a lot of shit about things, and we talk about relationships mostly, and how different people handle those relationships. So if you're in relationships and you have you're a cheater, we got tips for cheaters, we got tips for non-cheaters. So it's a show for all.
I thought you were doing like a Mari Povich thing where you was it calling out cheaters and shit, and you are not the father kind of show. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, we decide not to shame other people. So all the cheaters, if you're a cheater, come out there. We love your opinions out there. If you're a good wholesome spouse, then we like your opinion too. Or if you're just downright freaky and you want to have more than one person to join in or whatnot, then we'll talk about that too.
Oh, God, geez. I think we need to move on to the video games world now after that. So, people, Nintendo Switch, it has come out. Usually, people are literally getting the videos and shit taken down because of Nintendo not being pleased with what they're saying. So that's kind of what I'm hearing.
Yeah, because you have to be whitelisted. There's only a few people that are whitelisted that are able to talk about Nintendo without Nintendo taking all the money from them or flagging their copyrighted. Even though when you play video games and stuff, you're recreating something. So it's not. I don't know how they can copyright it. If you guys
But
want to know
that
more
is
too,
bullshit. But isn't it like? And you're talking about some big video gamers like on YouTube and shit that do this, and they're having their content taken down because Nintendo aren't
yeah.
happy with free publicity.
Oh yeah, and and they refuse to, get with the program. Now, granted, this is all coming from Nintendo Japan. According to all the reviewers I watched, they love Nintendo America. Nintendo Japan. That's why I was over there trying to negotiate with them
Oh
because it went horribly
yes,
wrong.
you're there doing an investigation, like
Yeah, yeah. It's a
good
mess.
cover work.
Yeah, it didn't work out too well. But yeah, Nintendo Japan are they're just really old school about how things are. Now, granted, it's their brand, so they have every right to do what they want to do. But Nintendo need to make it strong. And the Switch, granted, even though the Switch come having strong numbers now, will it stay strong and will this be a sustainable business for them? Because the Wii U sucked. It failed. It was underwhelming. It failed.
That's an
Uh,
understatement.
and it didn't help that they attacked people who wanted to do reviews because even if you had these small time reviewers, like Angry Joe or other people out there, Rooster Teeth, and they just review, some of their games. There are people who buy a system just to buy one game for it.
Yeah.
At least that's something.
Well, as far as
Yeah, the
I
Wii
can
U
see,
sucked.
the only goddamn videos I'm seeing on YouTube about Nintendo Switch is Zelda related. That's it.
Right.
I'm wondering, like, is that their only launch title? Look, I'll get into covering the game later on and give my thoughts on that.
Right.
But
No,
literally
I
everything you
mean,
see Zelda, it's like that's the only thing they had to release it with.
well, they had the 1-2 switch,
No, fuck that shit.
which came out. Uh, yeah, that's supposed to have that should have been a free game, but
Fuck it,
they
it
decided to
should have
charge.
been. Like,
Yeah,
are you seeing,
yeah,
like, is that the one with the mini game where it's like the quick draw bullshit and stuff like that?
yes.
Oh, fuck off. You can just do that. It's like rock, scissors, paper, and now you're going to pay for it.
Yeah, and I don't know how much they charging. I think it's like either 49.99 or full retail price for the 1-2 switch game.
Oh, one, two,
So
fuck off.
pretty much, and a lot of people complaining because they're saying it's not really all that great. It's not picking up that well, and it's not.
Well, I've already
Uh,
seen issues with screen damage, like, and like loud fucking buzzing sounds because one of the controllers is low on battery and shit like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably just a few faulty systems, but it doesn't sound like it's been perfected yet by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I mean, it had definitely a bit of a giant rocky start because of first launch before some updates. Some left side of the controller weren't working. A lot of people were having that kind of issue. Like you said with the screen, the whole function is to pick it up and take it out and put it down. But when you put it in there, you scratch up your screen.
Yeah.
What the? Then you can't put screen protectors on it.
This is what shit, like, everyone wants mobile gaming, gaming on the move. We don't look. The Game Boy was one of the great inventions that you game, but I don't want to take a goddamn walking PC with me. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I am not a gamer that has to have a game with me every goddamn second of the fucking day. It's I find that obsessive and sad.
Yeah, now granted, like back in the day, not even back in the day, but I can see the appeal of people having a mobile gaming, especially after going to Japan. Um, there's a lot of trains and bus rides. I mean, not bus ride, yeah, train, bus ride, and walking in Japan. There's more people taking the bus than driving in that country.
Oh, like I
So
totally get on. Like, yeah, people go to work, they catch a train, either on their phone or bloody working or reading a book or some shit, or playing their Switch now. But maybe it's just me. With the way the world is, everyone's looking down like this. They're on their phone or doing. There is no social like contact with anyone anymore because everyone's just too busy. And look, I love playing games, but to me, I like this. Maybe me personally, I like to come home, hard nights, hard days work, whatever, sit down and just relax to play a game. Whereas the Switch does sound like it's more, to take it with you to entertain yourself while you're out walking or doing this and doing that. I'm
Yeah.
waiting for the one idiot who walks in front of a bus because they're too busy trying to get the next sword in Zelda or some shit.
Yeah, and I mean, with the Switch, you see the commercials, and they had that one girl. She was playing, and she got invited to a house party across the street,
Yeah,
and she brings the Switch over there, and I'm like, nobody's really
yeah,
doing that.
rude bitch. If you can invite a house party, you're
Yeah,
gonna go
yeah,
take a goddamn Switch with you.
yeah. I mean, now I can see for people who travel a lot, if you're taking a plane, maybe that'd be a good game to take with you. I mean, you're only gonna get 3 hours out of it. Maybe
You
if you
see,
dim it, you make it three and a
there
half.
you go, and that's the other. And then you're gonna have to buy a new screen because the screen's gonna get damaged anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
look, I would not say no to one. I would love to have one because I love having gaming systems, but it would sit right next to my TV. I wouldn't even take it with me. It would just be there and it would be hooked up all the times because I'm not a mobile gamer, but that's me.
See, the thing is, I've bought almost every Nintendo system, home system, except the Super Nintendo. I had the first Nintendo.
Oh, you missed the greatest one.
I know, I really did. I missed the greatest one. It was. I don't know what happened in that period. I think I was reading books at that time or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I missed that Super Nintendo. But I got the GameCube. After the GameCube, I got the 64.
I keep forgetting about the GameCube. You get the GameCube before the 64. That was weird.
Yeah, with the time travel thing. So.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say with those games, I remember having more than the 64. I had about at least 15 to 20 games that I loved, and still probably 20 more that I couldn't afford or get.
Yeah.
The GameCube came out. It was only about maybe 10 to 15.
I keep forgetting that the GameCube even existed, to be honest. Besides the fact they had the Resident Evil remake on it, I honestly forget that system ever was around.
But as more of the systems came out, less and less iconic games. I mean, it only got down to the top 5 that they always make. So like when they got to the Wii only had those 5. You had Smash Brothers, Zelda, Mario, Go-Kart, and maybe 2 or 3 other titles that everybody had.
But you're right. You get your Metroid, your Zelda, your Mario, your Smash Brothers, your Mario Kart, and a Donkey Kong kind of thing. And that's really their go-to.
And then you go to the Wii U, which the 2 reasons I bought the Wii U: one, I got it on sale for like $100. 2, Bayonetta and Smash Brothers. Only 2 reasons why I got it. I have not played any other game on that Wii U.
Jesus.
I don't even use it for a DVD player because guess what? It doesn't have a DVD in it. You can't watch DVDs on the damn thing. So, and now the Switch.
Yeah, that's basically why I use I still got my PS3 that I still use, and it's mainly to play Blu-rays or DVDs and shit like that. Otherwise, I use it to watch Netflix mostly. But yeah, you're right. I don't know. Nintendo I can honestly say I was a massive Nintendo fan. I got the first Nintendo, then I even had a fucking Famicom from Japan. Then I got the Super NES, and then PlayStation came out and just were doing things that I preferred rather than what 64 was going to do. And it's not saying that they didn't. You're right. Like to me, they had their benchmark games, and they just stuck with them, and that's it. They never did anything above that. So, I mean, probably people are getting pissed at hearing us bitch about the Switch, and we're not bitching about it at all. We're just giving the feedback that we're hearing because we haven't even played the God. I don't know. I haven't even played it. You might have played it, but I haven't even seen the Switch yet. And I'm just giving the feedback that I'm hearing from people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hearing that it's okay, but I'm not gonna go out there and spend $300 just for Zelda. I haven't beaten any of the other 4. The only Zelda game I've beaten all the way through without cheating was Majora Mask, and I've heard that's the hardest one to beat. And that's the only one I beat and got everything in it.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that because people, I'm gonna confess to a sin here. I have never played a Zelda game in my life ever, not one single game. And people are like, "How can you be a gamer and you haven't played a Zelda game?" Yeah, I don't. It's not that I've never been interested in them at all. I love adventure games. I love sword and magic.
You love that shit. You love that Lord of the Rings and all that other bullshit.
Damn straight. And that's why people are like, "You've never played Zelda at all?" I'm like, "Not one." Mind you, you've seen the fucking arcade emulator I've got out there. Has every bloody Zelda game on it. I'm like, nah, yeah. Maybe because when
Well,
the first one came out, I was too young. So I was about 5. So I was like, I'm not into that adventure shit yet. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe because the hype of it, I just never eventually got into it. But yeah, it's a deep dark secret I've kept in mind that I've never played a Zelda game.
wow. Well, for Zelda, I mean, my most favorite one, even though a lot of people do say Ocarina of Time or Majora Mask, which I really do. I enjoyed the songs and the little memes we get from that. But I always had a special spot for Link to the Past. That was
God,
always
that's
fun because
classic, man.
it looks timeless. It's
Yeah.
very timeless. It has a timeless look to it. And that's the Super Nintendo that I didn't have.
Yeah,
But
well, to
the reason,
me, even as a non-fan, like watching that game, it's like it is timeless. I mean, yeah, all the graphics are dated, but for what it fits it exactly the way it needs to be.
yeah, I can still go back and play a Super Mario game or any Super Nintendo. I can go back and play with no problem. I don't know why, but
There's
I
something
just
about
have
those
nostalgia for
graphics,
that.
isn't it? There's just something about that music and that age and that era that was just perfect for those style of games.
Yeah, I
They
didn't
were
mind the
simple.
2D cartoon look.
That's right. They were simple and they were easy. Not easy to beat, but they were just simple, easy. Put the fucking game in, push power, and you're playing. Now it's put a
Yeah,
game in, upload, update, do this. You might as well go make dinner and cook it and eat it before you can fucking play a game.
and that's how we do now. I mean, like I said, we're adults. We're old men, people. Yes, we're old
Yes,
men.
yes, man, old and grumpy.
I say that, boy. I don't want to sit here and watch a man walk for 3 days.
But
I
it's
had to
true
walk
though.
three
Like,
days.
I know you're a big Metal Gear fan, and there's another one I want to confess to. I played the first one and beat that, loved it, and then it became a mega success, and I never played the games afterwards. It's just weird. But yeah, there's
Shut your mouth, man.
no. I'm just saying there are so many cutscenes with Metal Gear. It's like one step, cutscene. 20 minutes later.
Good,
No,
good, damn it.
I want to play
You
the
need to
game. I
watch
want to
that story.
be there. I want
That Japanese guy, Hideo Kojima.
who? Hokapoko
Huh?
Dojima. What?
Yeah, exactly. He is a god among storytelling. You watch that crazy
Oh,
man.
look, I'm not going to argue. The guy is, he created a fucking franchise that's just huge. And now, even with it, like them trying to just finish it, it can't end. They keep wanting more and want more. So it's fucked up. But have you, to talk about Zelda, have you played or have you seen the new game at all?
I've seen some gameplay. I was trying to watch somebody beat the game so I can see the ending and spoil it. But Nintendo been so hard clamping on everything.
Well,
So
I can tell you the ending. I have seen it.
did he beat Ganondorf?
You do fight the fucking huge ass version again, and if people don't want to know, you just turn away. It's
Spoilers, you beat Ganondorf. Oh my god.
spoilers.
Oh, no.
Spoilers. I'll run. Yeah. By the way, you do fight Ganon. That's a fucking surprise since you fight him in every goddamn Zelda game.
Right?
But I will say this: as a non-fan of Zelda, this game looks amazing. It really does look. It's just, I don't know, something about the look of the game, the fucking, I love the fact you've finally given an open fucking world to Zelda. That would get me to buy the Switch just based on that.
Wayne, a lot of the Zeldas are open world.
No, they're not. They're not open world.
What do you mean they're not open world?
They're not open world. You got to go to certain places to unlock other places and do this and do that. Now, I know it's kind of similar with this. But this is like GTA. You can fucking go anywhere you want. You can go straight to fucking Ganon if you want to fight motherfuckers.
You go any way you want in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
Yeah, but the
Twilight
worlds are like
Princess.
this big. They're tiny. They're like silly.
Twilight Princess
This
was
is
humongous.
a world, a vast world.
You
That's
lost your
what
mind, sir.
I've only noticed I lost my mind now. I lost my mind years ago. But this is like Skyrim, like that, a big epic world where you can climb mountains and shit and travel far and that shit. That is adventure. This game looks like an adventure, which is what fucking Zelda's meant to be. So that gets me interested. But then I have no idea what's going on in the storyline because I know he's lost his memory or he's got amnesia or some shit. I don't know. He's getting old or something.
Okay, and you get a chance to see the Princess Zelda. I mean, so yeah, give us a review of the game.
Well, a review from a person who's never played a Zelda game and has only watched the latest one. This is my review of it. Now, look, from what I've actually been watching a playthrough. You know the angry video game nerd, James Rolfe? Yeah,
Yes.
he's mate Mike Matei, I think it is. Mike Matei, mate. He's been doing he's a massive Zelda fanatic, and he's
Hey
actually
guys, I
done
like Zelda. You know, I'm gonna show you these codes and how to
every
do it.
single fucking game that no matter what video they ever put up, it could be a movie review, he will somehow bring Zelda or any Zelda reference into it. And there's always been like a joke about that. I mean, I love their content. The content's great. But yeah, so he's finally done a live playthrough, and I was watching him play it and shit, and seeing that motherfucker he gets so frustrated. It's just so bad. Like, it's so funny watching him. He gets so frustrated playing games. You can tell it's because he loves playing Zelda, and he'd be doing like 3 hours straight playthrough, 3 hours, and he'd be just trying to do everything in the game. And from what I can tell, the game is doing what I would want Zelda to do. Whether or not I've ever fucking played the games or not, this is the kind of adventure game I would want to play. And look, if I didn't have to buy the Switch, if this was on PlayStation, I'd probably buy it. Not that that would ever fucking happen. But yeah, the one day that should happen. All the goddamn companies need to join forces and just do like an open goddamn system where everything can be joined together.
Isn't a monopoly illegal?
Huh?
Isn't monopolies are illegal?
Monopoly? I've played that game. Totally different game.
Anyway.
But nah, if my honest opinion is that from a guy who's never played a Zelda game or not even played this one, it looks really good. I mean, I wouldn't rate it out of fucking 10 or anything because I think you need to play the game to do that. But just watching it, I love the visual look to it. I love the fact, and I've heard people bitching about it, saying it's, it's, I don't know, some of it, the graphics not this, it's not that inviting and shit. I love the fact it is a bright, vibrant world. I love it. I mean, yeah, Skyrim you see is dark, fucking, but that's Skyrim. It's meant to be like that. Nintendo and Zelda is always meant to be bright and like epic, and they finally kind of done that. Not saying they didn't do it in the other games, but for this one, it looks amazing. So I can understand why diehard Zelda fans rushed out to get the Switch to get this.
All right, so out of the bits, how many bits will you shoot?
How many bits?
We have we should have an 8-bit rating system.
Yeah, we should. Look, at 8-bit, I haven't played the game. I've only watched it, so I can't give it 100% opinion on it. But look, from what I've told, what I can see, it's definitely like a good 6 or 7 bits out of 8 bits. If that makes any goddamn sense to you at all.
There you go. It does. So 7 bits out of 8.
Yeah,
since I only saw commercials and gameplay for it, then I'll give it 5 bits out of 8
before they remove all their content. I can't believe Nintendo are doing that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's the old school Japanese. They still don't even get started about Japanese and trades and showing things and doing things for fans outside of Japan.
So what? They need Japanese are weird. Yeah, there you go. Tell that to all the Japanese people. You're weird.
You're weird.
Well, it could be worse. They could be making you take down the video by doing like bloody, was it seppuku or whatever it is, where they got to bloody slice their bloody intestines out, like the Yakuza used to do.
Yeah, yeah. When you dishonor,
You are dishonored. You dishonored Nintendo. What language was that?
I don't know. That was
You're the man that just got back from Japan.
Yeah.
Racism is all its fine and glory.
The Japanese were really cool too over there too. They were nice people.
Even though it's not game related, how was your trip? We tried talking about it last time, and then you got hijacked by the Yakuza while you're in Japan.
Right. Yeah, man, it was great. I mean, the games that they had over there are amazing. I mean, they have it where you can, for arcades, you can hook your phone up to the arcade, save your data, and then come back to the arcade later on.
Oh, Jesus. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah. So the games are pretty damn awesome. I did play this one weird game. I should have took a picture of it. Well, no, I didn't, because I didn't want to get flagged for child pornography or whatever. Because they had these girls. You couldn't tell how old they were. They were like, I don't know. They could have been 15 or whatever. And they was skating on the water. They just skating on the water, shooting missiles out at these aliens that coming towards you. really fun. But then if the girls get hit, their clothes start falling off. And I'm just like, oh no, like oh, this is happening.
So it's like a Ghost and Goblins kind of style where you lose your clothes when you get hit, except you're a
Yeah,
15-year-old girl. Yeah, that
yeah,
could cause some trouble.
yeah. So I put that camera away. So
You just need to
I
think
actually,
it's
they even
animated. It's not real.
okay. Yeah, I'll tell the judge that
I
it's
swear,
animated, not
I
real.
swear, she told me she was 20.
No.
But I did
So
see
yeah,
some of your adventures. They look pretty cool in Japan. Like you stayed at the Godzilla Hotel you were telling us last time, and
yeah, man, this Godzilla Hotel was awesome. It was amazing. I saw the Gundam. The Gundams were amazing because it's about to get taken down after this month. No more Gundam.
thank God
I
for
went
that.
to all the Gundam cafes. They were awesome. Saw One Piece. Dragon Ball and One Piece. I saw them floating around in Japan. Other than that, they were all like I said, they're very chill people. They go, they the only people who were dressed crazy were the Europeans. White Europeans.
Such as yourself.
The first day
Oh,
I got
that's
there,
right. Us white people. Yeah, we dress weird.
I'm sorry if it was true.
No, I'm not
You know.
denying it. We do dress weird.
No. But when I got there, was this one girl. I don't know. She sounded like she was like French or whatever. But her hair was like dyed totally white, and she had like white gray makeup on, and wearing a white outfit, walking around. And that's the thing about the Japanese people. They just keep on walking like nothing even happening.
It's just like,
My,
it's normal.
yeah, yeah. I mean, everybody else dressed and they're just pretty normal. Nobody had different color hair but the Europeans. So if all the Europeans were dressed crazy looking, or
Well,
I'm
see,
trying to see.
you and me can't do that with our hair, so it kind of is an unfair advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah. You always see the people with backpacks walking around like they got backpacks. I'm tired of these hostile people that.
What
Have
is
the,
with people in backpacks?
yeah.
I get it, you're working and shit, but you just see people walking around carrying crap with them. Probably their fucking Switch.
Yeah. And then the reason why the Japanese they're so skinny over there because they take trains and planes everywhere, but there's food everywhere.
Hang on. They take planes everywhere.
And trains.
Oh, planes everywhere. I need to go home. I need to book a plane. How's that work?
And then the plane comes and they shoot down. Yeah. But they take the train and they walk.
They walk on a train.
Walking and trains. That's all they do there, man. That's why they're so skinny because I swear my ass ended up walking like 7 miles a day when I was down there.
Yeah, but I've seen sumos. They're not skinny.
No. Definitely not skinny. But the food, food was great.
I was about to say, come on, what the food? Food had to be nice.
Had all the ramen that I can eat, just eating big ass bowls of ramen. And then you know what? In their culture, it's okay to slurp your food, so you can.
And burp, isn't it? Apparently, burping's a sign of respect for the chef.
Yeah. So I was slurping
my ass up. Slurping your ass off. There's a new content. Sounds like a good podcast, actually. Slurping your ass off podcast.
Yeah. So, like I said, if you guys ever went to Japan, you can go to Japan. To me, it was an affordable trip, very affordable. I think a lot of people can go out to Japan. Maybe the max.
I hear it's expensive though.
Well, I didn't. All I did was eat and drink. That's all I did. So
no sleeping, didn't stay anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Who knows? I probably
didn't go to Disneyland or wherever it is in Japan. Is it Disneyland or is it Universal?
Yeah, they got Disneyland in Tokyo.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah, so I had a blast, and I mean, if it's expensive, then I don't know what you're buying. All the food that I ate, all the food was cheap. There's no tipping. Great time.
No tipping. The tipping's only in America, people. Which and the only reason you got to tip over in America, I'm sure it's because your minimum wage is it's pretty shit, to be honest.
Yeah, who knows why? I don't know. They don't want to pay people. I don't know. Or people people. That's why we got better customer service over here. Over in other countries, they're like, "Fuck you, man."
No, you are so fucking true because you got to earn the tips, and the assholes that don't earn them, you're like, "Fuck it, I'm not tipping you."
Right.
You wait till I come back over there. I ain't tipping you shit. Any of you, fuck them.
And I would not be with your black ass.
My black ass. What? I was gonna say, I know I'm getting tanned up, but Jesus Christ, I haven't tanned up that much, have I? Summertime's just ended, so yeah, I've got like look at this. It's like pale white, and then you get the dark tan. So it's It's fucking weird, and I don't do any of that tan and fake shit. But moving on, what I know we had something else to talk about with video games. I know I got the poll from later on, but what we had something we were going to talk about. And I can't remember what the hell it was.
Yeah, so, we talked about the Zelda. We talked about the Switch. The numbers of the Switch doing well. Oh, what about the Horizon?
Yes, there is it. That was the one I was thinking about. Yes, your game that you've been waiting to play.
Yeah, I just really wanted to always play Brave with technology. That's what it looked like to me. You know, I can't wait because it looked like she's just like a Brave. She looked like the girl. Have you seen that Disney Pixar movie Brave?
Never seen it. I know the one, but it's got a ginger head in it, so of course I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is. But with technology, so she could take down robots, and I'm hearing that it's phenomenal. It's a great game and it's fun. So I would love to put that against Zelda.
Oh, a challenge has been put out there, Mr. Link. It does look really. I mean, I haven't seen much of it, but certainly it does look pretty fucking epic. Seeing massive like hybrid machine monsters walking around and.
Yeah, I mean that's a new take on it. I mean, instead of dinosaurs, you have dinosaur robots.
I mean, He-Man did it years ago.
Or no, not even He-Man. What about that old Hanna-Barbera show, the one where you probably remember the name? Who you probably don't. A comet flew by the Earth and took away the ozone layer, and and it was like
I think you're making this shit up. I don't remember this, but Hanna-Barbera.
No, it was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon where the comet took away the ozone layer to Earth, and then there was these people. Some humans were cryogenically frozen, and they come out, and this guy had a fire sword and everything, and
no idea. That wasn't Hanna-Barbera, but like there was shows like Brave Star and Silverhawks and shit like that had technology mixed with creatures and shit like half machine, He-Man, of course, but. This one, I have no idea what they. If people know, please let us know because I have no idea what the fucking hell you're on about. Some comment took away the ozone layer. Doesn't sound like any Hanna-Barbera show I've recognized.
Okay, what about the one with the white little marshmallows, Glee Glock or something like that, and they had the rhino that was shooting. He was shooting the rocks out of his head and stuff.
I think you've gone to Japan and done some bloody crystal meth or something.
Probably.
Some rhino shooting things out of his head. Nah, doesn't ring any bell. And I'm pretty good with my old 80s and technology. Oh, no, that's probably even before the 80s. So.
Well, I thought it was pretty awesome. So, but yeah, so I'm glad they bring it back. I'm glad, I kind of like, me. I don't like Lord of the Rings that much because,
there's no toilets, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there are toilets in Japan? I'm sorry, guys. We got to go back to Japan.
Oh, yes.
The bidet is a life changer.
How is okay? You need to go to explain. Explain how it is a life changer from taking a shit.
Do you have a bidet?
Oh yeah, I've got plenty of them. Yeah, I always like water going up my ass.
So when we're getting married next year, when I come down there to see him, he better have a bidet in his house, or I'll be deeply offended. Because my Japanese people have these bidets in every bathroom. That's like a regular bathroom, and this little stick comes out. You go stick out like that, and sprinkle right up in there, man. It's right there. You get a full jet blast in your ass.
And I'm meant to be happy for this because why?
Because how many times have you got a jet blast in your ass?
Oh, no, not recently, no. I'm kind of happy I don't.
Happy you don't? Oh, no. You haven't lived, my friend. Once you find that great toilet, and the toilets are warm, too, so they automatically get warmed up while you're sitting.
If I wanted a jet blast, I'd go get the hose outside and stick it up my rectum. That would be the only way I'd get a fucking hose. But I agree with you. A warm toilet seat, now that is technology. That's what we need to invent.
Yeah.
That's such a simple idea. Come on, keep your ass warm.
Yeah, when my next house that I go to, I'm getting a bidet. I'm getting a bidet for my toilet. I'm bringing that culture over. I'm bringing bidets back.
Bidet. Well, when you go to
Bidet is
France,
great again.
go to Paris, France. They do all that shit. They have croissants up there and shit and breadsticks. At least that's what I get told.
So, it was awesome.
Oh, but I'm going to bring up a little poll that I put out there. About 3 weeks ago. This is when you were still in Japan. I was asking the people out there on the Facebook land and the world if there was 3 characters in video game land, video game world, any video game, anything, so to speak. If there was 3 characters, if you had a teenage daughter, which character from a video game world would you not want to attend to take your daughter out? And there's some interesting feedback I actually got. A guy called Jamie BFD said Mario because he wouldn't want his daughter to get her pipe late. So I was like, well, I was gonna say, that's a good one. AJ Coop Larry from Leisure Suit Larry because he's a player and a porn guy. So I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Alec Ritchie, I don't know this one. He says the one from Reborn. Apparently, it's like this big fucking epic monster, so to speak. John McCoy, Superman on 64 because he fucking sucks. I was like, okay. A lot of people, Damien, David, a few of them said, dude, you can't go past anyone worse than Trevor from GTA 5.
Oh,
I was like, I was just like that. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, that's a fucking good answer. We had Rowan say Duke Nukem, but I actually think Duke Nukem would be kind of cool because you know what? You'd protect your woman, or you protect your daughter, but you'd probably treat her like shit at the same time. So I was like, yeah. Stephen J. Sonic because he moves far too fast, and who would want to fuck a hedgehog?
Yeah, I feel sorry for that. You remember Sonic 06?
Sonic 06, oh god, just Sonic's a game that could just it's a character should just die off as far as I'm concerned. I just have no interest in that. Never did. Luke Staniers said Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. Yeah, I kind of wouldn't want to see that fucking guy in general because that guy is he's
he not only will he rape your daughter, he'll rape you too.
Oh yeah, and if you don't know Pyramid Head, just type in Pyramid Head and you'll see. You don't need to type in Silent Hill. Just type in Pyramid Head and you'll see the big ass motherfucker, great big pyramid carrying a massive ass sword, creepy ass son of a bitch. But who would we not want to have to date out? Not that we've got any teenage daughter that we know of, but if you had to pick, right, just say 3 or whatever kind of characters, who would you not want to be dating? Just say even we can just say dating your mother, or dating your sister or something. Who would you not want?
Number one, I would not want anybody that's dating. And today, National Women's Month, so
it is. So it actually fits in perfect with this. Happy Women's Day, people. Okay. Well, I'm going to say, fuck all these goddamn International Women's Day, Men's Day, this day. We're all one. Yeah. Get over it. All right. Yeah, you're proud to be a woman. You don't need a fucking day for it.
Do you know their colors is red? But I couldn't really find out why it's red. The only thing I'm thinking about it is because of periods or whatever.
Look, there's my red bag. Hey, I'm supporting it as well. Done.
So that's offensive. That red bag means go shopping.
Huh? No, they're Easter egg molds. Totally different story.
Trigger. But yeah, I would not want anybody to date Kratos.
You know? Oh, of course.
And I don't even really.
Yeah, but wouldn't he's a evil son of a bitch? But isn't he a good to the people he loves?
He's wearing his wife and daughter on him.
Ah, well then that's probably a good answer. I never thought about that.
Yes.
You know, surprising. A lot of people, not even many people suggested Kratos.
Yeah, I wouldn't let Kratos date anybody. I mean, he has a new game coming out pretty soon, but you don't see the daughter. I mean, the mother. You know, and anyway, even if he is going to screw somebody, he only going to screw somebody that's with someone already. So he'll kill you first, and then he'll go screw her, and then just put her in a contraption and have her die, or just let her die.
No, I'm actually surprised a lot of people didn't come up with that. That's a good one. I never thought Kratos, but you know what? You know, he would be a good provider and protector, but he'd probably kill you in the meantime. So yeah,
Or get you killed by getting revenge on you.
yeah, good on him though. Good on him. My number three, Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, no.
Anyone that would stick up their frozen dick
and
literally freeze them is something that I kind of would not want to have. And at the end of the day, I couldn't imagine him as a good provider. I really couldn't when you think about it. He all he does is fight in tournaments, kills people, wears a fucking ninja suit everywhere, and it's not exactly the kind of. I mean, I know there's worse out there than him, but I don't know what it is about him. I don't trust the guy. Never have. I always like playing as him in Mortal Kombat. I just don't trust him at all. So number 3 would be Sub-Zero for me.
Yeah, now this is kind of weak. I should have saved Kratos to the end, but the next person I would say Nathan Drake from Uncharted.
Shit, no. Okay, I want to hear this. Why Nathan Drake?
Because he may be a nice guy. He may bring home some treasure and stuff to her, but he's always gone. He's always lying. He's saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm going down the street to get coffee," and he's in Malaysia shooting, killing like bandits and whatnot.
That's a long way to go get coffee. But I never thought about it. Yeah, he's always in some fucking venture, and he's kind of not someone you'd want your daughter to be around.
No, I mean, I feel sorry for the girl that he kept going out with because she felt lied to all the time. And then the only reason why she go back to him because he helped save her towards the end when she get kidnapped or captured. So.
Fuck Nathan Drake. Actually, I never thought about that. He's an asshole. Then again, I've never really played those games. But number two on my list is a personal one on my list because I know a few people will know him, but some people won't. Sweet Tooth from the Twisted Metal franchise.
Jeez.
Now, if you know who Sweet Tooth is, just type in. He has a flaming, burning head. He's a mass murderer, a psychopath. He is, in some versions, killed his own family, and actually a few of them.
It's stalking them.
He is. He's a complete, full-fledged, insane clown, and no one likes clowns. I actually don't mind clowns. I think they're twisted and evil, but would I want them a part of my family? Oh, fuck no, because they're evil. But if you don't know, Sweet Tooth from the Twisted Metal franchise is my number 2, and I'm surprised not many people would know the character, but if you saw him, you'd know the image straight away. So, yes, number 2 is Sweet Tooth. Who is, I mean, Kratos was probably your number 1, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, I really should have saved Kratos for last, but I would just say my guy, and I had to think about this for a second because I'm like, because I saw it early and I couldn't really think because, I pray I don't have a daughter, but if I did, I wouldn't want her to date a guy named Travis Touchdown.
Travis Touchdown?
Yeah. He's from a game called No More Heroes.
I'm going to have to look this up. Okay, Travis Touchdown. Well, okay, explain why. What is it about this guy you don't trust?
So in No More Heroes, Travis Touchdown is just pretty much a guy who his wife was goddamn the game. I haven't played the game so long. But pretty much he just wanted to be the number 1 assassin. And for him to be the number 1 assassin, he had to kill his way to the top. He kills his way all the way to the top just to get with his just to get to the top and find out. I think the girl he's dating is one of the assassins. He killed her too. But then
now I know the guy you're talking about. He's got like a bullshit fake lightsaber.
Yeah, he does have a fake lightsaber. Now granted, I probably would get along with him, so I wouldn't want him to date my sister because I wouldn't mind hanging out with him. But if he was dating my daughter's sister, I would hate it because I know he watched a lot of hentai and everything. So he's probably dating like my young daughter at that point. And then if I try to tell him, he can't date her, he'd probably break down my door and tell me to shut the hell up and try to kick my ass. So yeah.
Yeah, what I'm trying to remember. He was on that bloody Nintendo, wasn't he? That game. I can't remember what the hell it was. Where?
Yeah, the Wii.
Yeah, and he's running around. He's got that like fake ass lightsaber, and he's hacking and slashing at him and shit like that.
Like a lightsaber should.
Yeah. And my number 1, and it's someone that people will well know, and I'll explain why I certainly won't want this person dating anyone in my fucking family, that would be Del Sim from Street Fighter. Now, if this guy can extend his body parts, the last thing I would want is to extend one of his private parts, so to speak, into any of my family members, because that's just fucked up and true. And on top of that, too, this motherfucker breathes fire. So you imagine if he's going down on a family member and he had a sneeze, it'd be fucking poof, fucking flames everywhere.
Yeah, then your daughter comes back and say like, "Dad, I'm burning down there." You're like, "Oh my God, you really are."
Exactly. I mean, come on. Would you want? And on top of that, he looks like he smells. He has no clothes. He wears bones around his neck, and he's someone that he could not provide, because he clearly just walks around fucking doing yoga and praying and shit. So
yeah, you're probably fasting, so your daughter gonna starve. You're not gonna get fed,
Yeah, so fuck Del Sim. I've never liked Del Sim. I don't like using him in Street Fighter, and he would be a dangerous motherfucker. And everyone's like, oh, he's peaceful and this bullshit. If he's so peaceful, why is he fighting everyone?
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck Del Sim. But that's it. That is our list, people. I'm sure we'll have another. I'll throw another little poll out there for our next show on the Facebook world, and we'll see what feedback we get. But well, that's it. I don't know what else we really got to talk about today, CJ. I think that is it.
I think that's it. We'll shoot the shit. Shoot the bit.
Shoot the bit. Shoot the shit. We're shooting the shit about shooting the bit.
Yeah, like I said, I can't wait. I mean, like I said, to wrap up everything, Switch doing pretty well. Don't know. There's some little errors. Only one game out so far, so we got to come back to the Switch and, give it like maybe a few months or whatever like that, or when the next big title come out. Because remember that Mario game, Mario Grand Theft Auto coming out.
I'm sorry, that just looks fucking weird. I'm sorry, I don't like seeing Mario sit. Last time I said him sit in like New York, that was not a good look, and I don't want him to go.
Wasn't that the Mario time travel game when he was in New York or something like that?
Oh fuck! It's just. You
remember that Mario game?
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, there's a Mario game, people, where I think it was for schools and stuff. Where
he
time travel with. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember. I actually think Angry Video Game Nerd did a review of it where, you got to travel and get artifacts from each time zone or some shit. Is that one?
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what else they can do with Mario, to be honest.
He already went to space.
Yeah, it's kind of like, well, yeah. I don't know what... I mean, you'd never say to end Mario, but I think he needs to have a bit of a break.
Yeah.
But I said, CJ, give a plug to your other wonderful show and where they can find you and where they can listen to you.
So if you guys want to see some more of this greatness, you can come find me at the Say the Right Thing podcast on the YouTube channel, Say the Right Thing. Just click on it. We're live on Facebook, on my Facebook, or you can go to our Instagram, Say the Right Thing. You can follow me through Chicago John on Instagram. We usually post links up there for Say the Right Thing. And come and watch. What about you, Wayne?
Oh, well, they can find us where we are right now with Shooting the Bit. We're going to hopefully do more of these live videos and shit like that. Hopefully we can perfect it. I'll get my little intro and playoff working better because we're just trying to work out the little bugs for the time being. Otherwise, you can find me on Facebook. You can also look up Jonathan Bastards. The good old Jonathan Bastards is pumping out more content now every week. Yeah, he did his review of Logan. Had no idea what he was watching, but that was rather interesting. He'll probably end up checking out Kong Skull Island soon, and he might even start doing some podcasts with me, which will be very interesting. So,
well, I can't wait to watch the review for Logan because I'm going to see the movie tomorrow, and as soon as I come home, I'm going to go watch the movie with you. So.
Yeah, he didn't really get it, I must say. Yeah, he enjoyed it, but he didn't get it. Well, that's it.
He probably knew Logan growing up or something like that. He is about two.
You think about it, it's a movie about an old bastard, and it's reviewed by an old bastard, so it's a perfect fit when you think about it.
So does that make you X-23?
I fucking wish. if I had the big fucking and the fucking claws and shit, yeah, it'd be awesome. Well, I'm Australian like you, Jackman, so I can understand people make that mistake about us a lot. But very similar. But yes, thank you for listening, people. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, you can always write, subscribe, share, all that kind of bullshit. Find us on Facebook. Find CJ there. Find me there. Tune in. Give us feedback. Give us comments. We'd love to read them. Love to talk about it. And yeah, we'll be back in probably another fortnight and 2 weeks, as you Americans like to call it. And we'll be doing another Shooting the Bit. Thank you for joining me, CJ. And yeah, until next time.
Game over, man.
Game over.